Hi lovelies, welcome back to yet another tutorial video. Today we are learning how to make this beautiful bubu with circular Ankara patches. If this is the kind of video you're interested in watching, please help me like this video, drop a comment. If you are new to this channel, please help me subscribe to my channel. And just a reminder, my name is Vivian. On this channel we'll share tutorial videos, sewing tips and other things. Let's get started. I'll be making use of this Ankara fabric for the circular patches. I'm going to cut it out. So I'll be using this silk material for the bubu. I have my sewing equipment, my tape, my chalk, my scissors, a matching thread. So after that, I folded my fabric into two. We are taking a measurement from this closed part. You can see that this side is open. So all the measurement will be taken from the closed part. I went ahead to draw a line here to mark as a shoulder line. If you want to know the measurement you want to fold, after you fold it, make sure you get your shoulder measurement plus the length of your sleeve. That will give you the actual measurement you'll be having. So here I have about 23 inches. That's my shoulder is 7 inches. The remaining will be the length of my sleeve. So the first measurement I took is my shoulder measurement divided by 2. I have 14 by 2, that's 7 inches. From there, I went ahead to place my tape and mark the length of my sleeve, which I used 15 inches. After that, from that point where the length of the sleeve stops, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. After that, I took my neck width as 3 inches and my neck depth as 3 inches. We are cutting the front first. After that, we'll cut at the back. Remember that the back is having a V-neckline. Okay, so after that, I'm going to place my ruler like this from the point where I came down by 1 inch, then connect it back to the neck width. This is my shoulder stroke. So from that point, the 1 inch that I came down, I'm going to place my tape to mark the opening of my sleeve. How wide do you want your sleeve to be open? For me, I use 10 inches. You can go ahead and increase or reduce it. So from this point, I'm going to place my tape and mark my chest, my bust measurement divided by 4. After that, I added extra 4 inches. You can increase it if you want your bubu to be very big, or you can reduce it. So I'm going to place my tape to know the measurement I have there, and then I'm going to mark it all the way down. So my bust measurement divided by 4 plus 4 inches, I will mark the same measurement all the way down. So the next thing to mark is to place my tape and take the full length of my bubu. After that, I went ahead to draw the line down. And then I'm going to come here and come out by 1 inch and then curve it to get that armhole curve. So that place won't be too tight after sewing it. Now I'm going to place my tape like this and come down by 17 inches. From that point, I'll mark opening of 7 inches. This is to create a pocket because I'm going to cut pockets together. So after that, I went ahead to mark a pocket shape, just like what I'm doing. So after that, now I'm going to follow all the lines and then cut it out. Before I go ahead to cut it out, I'm going to use my ruler to close this sleeve opening here, just like this. Then after that, I'll follow all the lines and cut it out. So after cutting it out, this is what I have. I'm going to place this front side on a folded fabric again to cut out the back side. After we are done cutting out, we are going to go ahead and work on the neckline. So you can see I've already cut it out. So I'm going to remove the front to work on the back piece. So I'm going to place my tape like this and just slant it. And then I came down by 9 inches. That's how deep I want mine to be. You can make it a little longer if you want it to be deeper. So after that, I slanted my ruler like this and connected it back to the neck width. And after that, I went ahead to trim the neckline. So the back neckline is having a V neckline. Next thing I want to do is cut out the facing. So I'm going to have a folded fabric like this. Then I'll place the back piece like this and make sure I arrange it very well. I'll mark out the shoulder and then cut out the neckline like this. Just follow up. You can see, cut out the V neckline like this and then remove the dress. So after that, from here I'm going to place my tape like this and mark 3 inches. So I'll keep marking that 3 inches all the way down, and after that I'll follow it and then cut it out. You can make this facing a little longer so it will cover up much space at the back. So the one I want to go and place it on the sewing machine, I'm going to open it this way, the right side facing up, and then I'm going to place this facing like this, right side facing down. So right side facing right side, I'll place it this way, arrange it, and then I will go ahead and sew with 1/2 inch, following the shape of the neckline. That's what I'll do when I go to sewing machine to sew it. So the next one is to cut out the facing for the front. So the same way I cut out the facing for the back, I'll fold a piece of fabric like this, place the front piece like this, arrange it very well, trim it just like I trimmed the back side. I'll trim the neckline and the shoulder line. I'm going to place my tape again to mark 3 inches all the way down, and after that I'll go ahead and cut it out. So when I want to go and sew it on the sewing machine, I'm going to open the front like this, place it this way, right side facing right side, and then sew with 1/2 inch. So the next step I want to go ahead and do now is to cut out the circular patches. So I'm going to fold this fabric like this and fold it again. So I'm going to place my tape like this at the center like this, and then I'll mark 3 inches. I'll mark 3 inches like this, and then keep marking 3 inches all the way to the other side. You can see how I'm placing my tape in a circular form and then mark it. After that, I went ahead to cut it out. Remember, I folded it twice. So this is what I have. 3 inches I mark. So I'm going to use this one, this sample, to keep cutting till I get to the amount that I want. I ended up cutting 9. So I'm just going to place it this way, fold the fabric so you can be able to cut 2 at once. You can even fold it to cut like 4 or 6 at once, depending on how you want to fold it. So after this is what I have. I cut out 9 pieces, but I ended up using only 7. Remember, we are going to hem the, you can either hem it or use your bias to hold it. So I've finished sewing the facing, and I use hemming gum to hold it down a little, of which I'll finish it. I went ahead to also put this, so I'll be putting a snap button here to pin it down when I'm done. Okay, you can go ahead to cover up the V neckline if you want, or you can just make it stylish. So for the front piece where I'm going to place the circular patches, I've already gone ahead to mark out the area I'll be placing the circular patches. So you go ahead and mark out your own before placing it. You can do any shape that you want. So for these circular patches, you can hem it after placing your hemming gum, or you can use your bias to do it. So on this video, I used a bias, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'm going to first iron this gum stay on it. This is a collar stay, I think, because it's very thick. It's very thick. So now you are going to place the wrong side of the fabric on the rough part of the collar gum, okay, and you keep ironing it till it's placed down. Okay, so I'll iron all this and cut it out. So after cutting, this is what I have. I finished ironing the collar stay. So now I'm going to use my bias to tape the outside. So now open up your bias and place it like this, place the center like this on the circular patch like this. Now you're going to just hold it like this, fold it on it, and keep top stitching on it while you sew all the way round. So I'm going to go back to sewing machine and do that now. I'll show you how it looks like. So after doing it, you can see how neat it's looking. Both the front and the back is very neat, very neat. So after now, I'm going to go ahead and place it on the front side. Remember, you can do any style that you want, any shape at all. Just use a chalk to mark it out before placing it. So after now, I'm going to just place it this way. You keep placing it where you want it to be, but I would advise you use your hemming gum to gum it on the dress first before sewing it on the body of the dress, so you don't go and spoil your clothes. So after placing it this way, I'll go ahead and use hemming gum to gum it down on the fabric. Then after that, I will now go ahead and sew it on the fabric. So I'm now going to arrange it the way I want it to be, of which that is what I am doing. So after hemming it with hemming gum, after placing it, I went ahead to hem it with hemming gum and also sewed it all round. And I'm done doing that. So now I'm going to attach the back on the front side. So I'm going to place it right side facing right side. I'll go ahead to stitch the shoulder. Just make it align very well. I'll go ahead and stitch the shoulder, and also this one the same way. I'll go ahead and stitch the shoulder. I'm done stitching the shoulder, and this is what I am having here. It's very beautiful and it's coming out very fine. So the next thing now is to go ahead and close up the side, but before then I'll hem the sleeve just by folding it in twice. Fold and fold again. The same thing with the down part. I'll go ahead and hem it, and after that I'm going to join the sleeve like this and then sew with at least 1 inch all the way down, but at this side I'll be leaving a slit, so I'll be having opening of about 10 inches from the hem part. And that's it for this dress.